Hi, welcome back to the second episode of Subject Matters. I'm Shayna.
And I'm Cameron. Let's get ready to talk. Later, we have an interview with former president of Kietz and Drama Club, Brianna Lenotti. So, let's get right into it. Shayna, I have a hypothetical for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so say you're walking down the street and you have a bag of Dunkin' in your hand that's filled with garbage. There's no more food, it's just garbage. And you pass someone's house, you don't know who lives there, but they have a garbage bin outside. Is it okay to put your garbage in that bin?
I don't know. I guess so. Why? This sounds like a specific scenario that
No,
you were
it's not
in.
specific. I just remember that some people have an actual, real problem with people using their garbage.
I don't really care. If someone were to do that in my garbage, I don't think I would mind, because it all goes out at the end of the week anyways, but...
Okay. What if it's a huge, garbage bag?
Well, I'd have a problem with a huge garbage bag that's taking up space in my can.
The small things, in my can. That's taking up space in my can!
Yeah, I don't have a problem, though, if it's, a small thing, because it's whatever. I do that when, with my own garbage. If I'm walking into my house and I have trash, I'm not going to go in to put it in the bag to take it back out into the can.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm walking down the street and I see someone's garbage bin and I have garbage, I just, I think, what if they see me and they get, really mad that I'm putting something in their garbage bin?
Well, I mean, I guess if it's close to their house, I'd feel weird about it, because, if I have to walk into a yard to get to your garbage can, I'm not going to throw it there. But if it's already on the street, then I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, that's my...
Not
that's
good?
What, not good?
Not good or good?
No, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I don't have a very angry thought about that. I don't know why I phrased it that way. I'm not upset by it. That's what I meant.
Okay. Are you doing anything for Halloween?
I'm actually working Halloween, unfortunately.
Ew, gross.
Yeah, but...
We might have drama on Halloween. We don't know yet. It depends on how students are doing with their lines. But,
You guys better do good.
yeah.
No
Do you think it's
pressure.
okay for kids our age to go out on Halloween?
I feel like it should be. I think it is kind of weird, but I wish it wasn't, because
I
Halloween
also wish
should
it
be
wasn't.
for everyone.
Halloween is fun.
There should be grown-up Halloween that's not just parties and stuff, I feel like it's a fun idea, and it should be for everyone, because once you turn 13, people start looking down on you for going out.
Yeah. Oh, how old are you? 27.
But my mom once got mad because some kid came up and he had a beard, and she's got I don't know, I think she actually
no.
did give him candy, but she was just I felt so weird about that. She's I don't know how old he is. I'm well, he could be an early bloomer. He's probably 12.
Yeah, he's probably 5.
He's 11 and a half.
Trick or treat. Ew.
No, but it shouldn't be just a kid thing. I think it should be fun for everyone. But
Where do you work again?
I work at Taco Town in Orange.
Are you guys gonna do a Halloween dress up?
I'm not sure. I haven't asked my boss yet, but I want to.
Are you tight with your boss?
I guess.
You should suggest that. Yo, boss man. Who would dress up on Halloween?
I don't know. I might wear cat ears though, because I do have a uniform already, so I have to kind of go around that and
Just be a zombie worker.
oh, that might work. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out.
Tacos from the undead.
I thought about putting
That should be a movie. Can we make that video? Tacos from the undead.
I don't know how you would do that other than in those costumes at Target, of tacos, you know? What
Yeah.
I'm talking about? The felt ones.
Excuse
Sorry,
me.
I forgot to silence my phone. It's very rude of me. No, I think, I don't know, I thought about, asking my boss if I can put out, a little bowl of candy for people that do come in, because, I imagine there's not going to be a ton of business. It's Halloween, unless before
And you're
people
selling
go out.
tacos.
Yeah, tacos, the holiday,
Yeah.
holiday meal.
Yeah, the Halloween candy tacos. Yeah, oh my god, imagine you go trick or treat. Oh, which kind of taco do you want?
I was going to say...
Take one.
Take one, all right?
You know what's really funny?
That was so prompted.
You want to know what's really funny?
What?
when bald teachers make jokes about their hair. You know what I'm talking about?
Is this at a certain person?
No, just like, I know my dad does it. Stanton, yeah, Mr. Beeler, Mr. Batson, Mr. Hansen, who was at Harborside.
I love all those teachers, to be honest. I don't know your dad, actually, but...
They're not... Just because they make jokes about them not having hair doesn't make them bad teachers, but it's like...
that's those go hand in hand.
Pretty much every bald person does it. Like, I know correlation doesn't imply causation, but, like, they all do it.
They kind of do. I never even thought about it until you started naming them all. Like, I knew Beeler does it sometimes. They're like, oh, yeah, like, girls will come in for, like, yearbook. And he's like, oh, let me brush my hair. Like, I get that, though. I think it's funny, but it's also, like, I feel like everyone does that, you know? Like, if you're short, you make jokes about how tall you are. Like, I don't know.
Remember Isaiah?
Yes.
One time, for anyone who doesn't know Isaiah, he was short, and one time...
I'm going to send him the link to this podcast.
Well, he grew taller, so he can't be mad at me.
I'll just make fun of you for 5 minutes.
No, one time we were walking out of the cafeteria at Harborside, and he looks up and is like, how's the weather up there? And I was like, what?
Do you not understand that?
No, I did, but I was just like, what?
What?
What? Okay, I wrote this down. This is something weird that I do, and I think it's not a weird thing to do, but I don't think a lot of people do it. You know ketchup juice?
Like the stuff that comes out when you, try it to pour your ketchup out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like, sort of like red-brown, sort of. It's like clearer. Do you ever, try to get rid of that?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
You shake up the bottle before you...
You can do that?
Yeah, it blends back in. It's just I believe I don't know if it's the oil or something that they put
I think it's
into it.
vinegar.
Yeah, it's like the oil or the vinegar that separates from the tomatoes.
Well, what I do is I take the bottle of ketchup and I open it and I go over to the sink.
You pour it out?
I go over to the sink and I squeeze it until actual ketchup starts coming out, and then I stop and I know it's good.
That's just too much work. Just shake it up. It'll blend back together.
I didn't know you could shake it up. I have to have tried that before and it didn't work.
I don't know, man. That works for literally everyone. It's just blending it back in.
Yeah, but I've done that for so long. Can't I just get ketchup packets at my house? Mom, can we buy ketchup packets? Just kidding.
Where do you buy ketchup packets? Do you have to buy them? I imagine you have to buy them in bulk. You can't just buy one.
I'm sure you buy them in bulk, but there's that store that sells restaurant
Depot?
Restaurant Depot, is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they sell them there?
Probably.
Home Depot.
Where is the Restaurant Depot?
I think there's one by the Xfinity Theater in whatever town that's in.
I definitely have seen one, but
I remember being at the Xfinity Theater. Is it a theater? Is that what they call it?
I think so.
I remember being there, and that was the first time I ever heard of Restaurant Depot, so I think it's around there.
Yeah, probably. I think I know I saw one recently. This is such a boring topic. We're just talking about
Restaurant Depot.
We're just talking about where we've seen, where we think
where we
we've
might have seen Restaurant Depots. Are there anything else in here? No.
Quality podcast material.
Quality.
I know that there was a topic that we wanted to talk about, but I forgot entirely.
I have one more topic on my phone thing. You know what's a clever name that I don't think gets enough credit?
What?
Stop and Shop.
Yeah.
Stop and Shop.
Are we gonna... So, yeah. That's pretty good. I think people...
That's pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good.
Congratulations.
Nice job, Stop and Shop. You did it. You got put on Subject Matters for having a good name.
I always find it interesting when like chain restaurants and stuff like that, they change their name, like they shorten it. Like I know
Like
Dunkin'
Dunkin'?
Donuts is just going to Dunkin' now, which is weird to me.
I saw a Dunkin' in in Boston. That it was just Dunkin', and I was like, oh, that's the first one I've seen that's doing it.
I feel like if you're so excited.
That's what you were doing.
I feel like I wouldn't be so bothered by it if I just saw it, but now that they announced it, I'm like, I'm a little attached to the Dunkin'
or
name.
IHOB,
Yeah, but
International
that
House
was a
of
temporary
Burgers.
change.
That was temporary?
Yeah, they're not
Oh,
changing
good.
all their signs. Like, I don't think so. I think that was just a marketing thing.
I thought they were actually going to IHOB.
Or,
My grandma loved IHOP. She said it's the safest place to eat alone.
that's a little cryptic, but okay. I know that TGI Fridays did the same thing. Now they're just Fridays.
Really?
I didn't know that until last night when I went there.
I didn't know that until just now when you told me.
No, and I didn't even think about it until we were in the car, and they're like, oh yeah, I love TGI Fridays. And they're like, well, now it's just Fridays. And I'm like, is it? I didn't even, when did they remark it? I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
Who else
crazy.
does that? I know that there was like, there's definitely other ones, but I just, like, they've all gone right out of my mind. You almost just
Yeah, I
knocked
know.
over the mic.
I almost, like, that would have been funny, though.
I just hear the
Let's just, like,
shuffling.
let's cut this part out and I'll just... I'm kidding, Mr. K. I wouldn't knock over the mic on purpose. I know he listens to these. What do you...
I just moved it up. Are you really gonna
Yeah,
fix
I'm really
the
gonna.
tablecloth?
Should I call Brianna now?
Sure.
Okay, guys. So, we're going to call Brianna. Hopefully she's ready to be called.
I realized when we interviewed Jordan, we asked him about, like, the opinions one, but I'm like, what are we going to ask her?
We're going to ask her...
How do you feel about Duncan going to take the donuts part out?
Hello?
Hello, Brianna. So, guys, today this is our guest, Brianna Lenotti. She's the former president of Kietz and Drama Club, and she was an officer for Interact and a member of the National Honor Society. Hi, Brianna. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
We're good.
Awesome.
So, we're going to ask you some questions, and will you answer them?
Yeah, of course.
Good. We were hoping for that.
What did you just
Okay.
say no?
Yeah, there would be a problem if you said no. So, how's college for you?
It's pretty good. I mean, different than high school for sure, but overall it's a good experience.
Yeah? Where do you go to where do you go to college?
Southern?
Southern? Oh, that's where Jordan went.
We're just
Yeah.
interviewing, like...
Yeah, we're
Southern
only doing
students now.
Southern students.
It's fine. I mean, we're pretty cool.
Yeah. What's your favorite part about college?
Honestly, I'd have to say probably the freedom that you get and the fact that I can kind of cater to my own needs by making my own schedule, and I'm able to go to work in the morning and then go to school and then sometimes help out at the drama club still at law.
Yeah, it's really fun having you at the drama club.
Yeah, I'm happy to be back.
Do you go to school every day?
I do not, which is kind of interesting. I only go to school Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, which was, like, obviously totally different than high school, but it's fantastic, as
like
you
it's
can
really
imagine.
Yeah, that sounds good, not having
Yeah.
to go to school some days. But I'm sure you have a lot of work, right?
Definitely. Because even though I don't have to go to school, I take hybrid classes, which means that half of it's online. So I'll go to school for one day for that one particular class and then do half of the work there. And then the rest of the work has to be completed at home. So it's a lot, but it works out with, me commuting. I can stay at home and do my work, and it's just more convenient in terms of gas and wear and tear on my car.
So you drive there?
I do.
So you live back at home?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So you don't have to actually live on campus if you don't want to, if you're there?
Yeah, it's really convenient. I mean, it's like a 30-minute drive, which can get kind of boring because I'm driving on the highway for, an extended period of time, and it's just, there's nothing to look at. But it's nice being able to be in the comfort of my own home while I'm studying and getting a bunch of my work done.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people that we're friends with are getting ready for college. How was it for you preparing?
Honestly, at first it was kind of stressful because I didn't know what to expect. And, I would take APs to try to prepare myself, which definitely helped because honestly, I would say that APs, to me at least, seem kind of harder than college, if that's even believable. But definitely, like, doing stuff like that was helpful to take rigorous courses and start, like, upping my study game, I guess, and also keeping on top of, like, applying for scholarships and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, what's your major?
Social work.
And how's that?
Well, I actually haven't started classes for that yet because with my program, I have to wait until I think the end of my sophomore year or beginning of my junior year.
Oh, so right now you're just taking like gen eds?
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it works at Southern because it's a liberal arts college, so you take a bunch of courses that can be applicable to any major.
That's a good thing. So if you want to change your major at any point, I'm glad that they have the option until the end of your sophomore year or towards the middle.
Yeah, it's super convenient, super helpful for a lot of people. I know people who are undecided, and that's definitely going to help them out.
That's great.
Cool. And are you still doing things that are like drama related or for the drama club?
Well, like I said, I help out at law now because it's just more convenient for me with the way that my schedule is currently to be able to work closer to home with theater because obviously, like I said, I commute. And I take a lot of classes that are in the late afternoon, so for me to stay after that at Southern to like do theater there is kind of difficult, but in like the future semesters, I definitely plan to like work with that a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I don't have any more college questions, so normal questions. Do you have any hobbies?
I guess. I mean, I do theater, I like art a lot, and I like to sing a little bit, so.
Yeah. I'm Brianna's manager, by the way.
Oh my god.
She's really good at singing, and I've heard one of her songs that she wrote. It's really good.
Ooh, thanks.
So we talked about a couple things before we called you, and Cameron has a hypothetical, and it's probably best explained by you.
Okay, so Brianna, are you ready for this?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so you're walking down a street, and you have a bag of Dunkin' that has garbage in it. There's no food, it's just garbage. So you're walking down the street and you walk up to someone's house, you walk past someone's house that you don't know who lives there, but they have a garbage bin outside. Is it okay to put your stuff in the garbage bin?
I mean, technically, yeah, because think about it. If the garbage bin, are you saying that the garbage bin is on the curb?
The garbage bin, yes, is on the curb.
Well, technically that's city property, so you're putting your garbage can, like, on city property, so I can just walk up and throw my garbage in there. If you really think about it.
Yeah, but what if it's a huge garbage bag?
I mean, I think that's an issue really for, like, morality even. Like, do you think that that's okay personally? Because I don't think I'd feel comfortable doing that, but technically you could.
Well, I guess that's a technical difficulty.
Stop it.
Call up Zura and Ramelis.
Okay, well, I guess that's it for today. Thank you for coming on today. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, and we'll be seeing you around. Maybe on the podcast again sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll talk to you later and say goodbye.
All right, bye.
Bye. Why do we both wave?
I know. I don't know why I just have that. Like,
We both waved. We both said bye and waved at the same time. Bye. Who's seeing that?
I know. She's not even on FaceTime either. It was just a regular call.
I know. That was fun.
College just seems really stressful right now.
Yeah.
But it seems like everyone that we've interviewed, all two, have said that college isn't as stressful once you're like in.
Yeah, I know one person who said that preparing for college was really bad and stressful because they did most of it alone. And it doesn't seem that bad right now.
Keep going.
It doesn't seem that bad right now. I'm just trying to like figure out what to do, where to go, what I have to do, just everything about it.
It's honestly a lot more stressful than I knew, anyone had ever said anything about. They're like, oh yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Your guidance counselors will help you, which they have been. They've been super helpful so far. But there's other aspects too, like the endless college mail from like the middle of your junior year until application time. I get like 4 or 5 letters a day. It's really overwhelming, and for these colleges that I'm not even planning on going to.
Yeah. So this podcast is going to go out in about, I think, next Friday or maybe the Friday after. But the episode 1 got released last night, and it's already got so many views. And I'm getting recognized from the podcast. Like, someone came up to me. I guess he like heard me talking and was like, "Are you the guy that's on that podcast that they released on the YouTube channel?" I'm like, Subject Matters? And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, I listened to you last night." And I was like, nice.
That's cool, though. Like, I can't say the same. I wasn't here today, but we got, I guess, a total of 100 views in 22 hours, which is, like, crazy to me.
That should be a little more because I went on yeah, that should be more, guys. Come on. No, I'm kidding. What was it? What am I trying to say? I went on this morning and it was 100, and then I told Mr. Regini to watch it, and he opened it.
Wow. Okay, Regini. He didn't listen.
Yeah,
he only listened to it for like a minute, so didn't count as watch time.
He watched it for like 2 seconds. It was like, okay, gotcha, Cam. I'm out.
In watch time. No, it's really, really cool. I've gotten so much positive feedback about it, which is so nice because we were really, really nervous about it. But
yeah. We tried to not be nervous, though. We kind of jumped right in. But there was like a solid, like, what was it? It came out to 34. We cut out 10 minutes of stuff.
Like, there was a lot of stuff where it just ended up us talking, and then Cameron would stop, and then it was like 3 or 4 seconds, and then we just start laughing because it was dead air.
It was like 4 seconds of like awkward silence, and then we'd like cut that out. But editing these podcasts isn't hard, so I'm hoping to get a lot more out of it.
Yeah, I think I'm really enjoying recording this one. I think the last one was super stressful because we didn't do any like prep or anything, and other than just writing down the gist, you know.
Yeah, and also we're coming for you, technical difficulties.
Why are you so aggressively coming towards, like, why are you aggressively coming for technical difficulties?
I haven't listened to all of their podcasts. I want to, if I can.
But you're not allowed.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to listen. No. From the ones that I heard, it seemed like they kept dodging the question of what came first, the chicken or the egg. But Mr. K said that they did say. I don't know what they did say, but I know what came first.
What came first, Cameron?
The egg. And I have an explanation why if you want to hear it.
Explain.
Okay, so I'm going to start with humans for like an example. Humans weren't always humans, right?
Yeah.
They came from like another species.
Mm-hmm.
So chickens also came from another species. So when the first chicken was made, he came from a parent that wasn't a chicken. And that parent laid an egg that produced the chicken.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's true, you know, like
Facts.
That's what we do here.
We only give you facts here at Subject Matters.
We'll just do a total parody of technical difficulties where we just argue whatever they end their verdict with.
Yeah, whatever they end up saying, we argue for the opposite.
Even if we don't believe it ourselves, that's just argumentative spirit.
A hot dog is not a sandwich.
Did they say it was a sandwich?
Yeah, they did.
I didn't listen to that one, but that's absolutely not true. I agree
What?
with that one. I don't think it's a sandwich.
No, it is a sandwich.
I don't think so.
But they said, so it must be true.
So that's the final verdict.
No, I
don't believe that.
I wouldn't consider it a sandwich, but by definition, by their explanation, I do believe that it is a sandwich.
It might be, but it makes me really uncomfortable to think of that as a sandwich. But a hamburger could be a
Yeah,
sandwich,
that's
right?
like when I specifically think of a hot dog as a sandwich, I imagine eating it like with the bread on the bottom, the hot dog like laying in the middle, and the other bread on top.
I don't like that. I don't accept their logic. I didn't even hear it, and I don't accept it.
You know what I just realized?
What?
What's a hot dog?
What do you mean? The
Like
content?
what is a hot dog?
I think it's just like miscellaneous meat.
That's
in
not
a
what I
casing.
mean.
I don't know what you mean.
Is a hot dog the meat with the bun around it, or is it just the meat? Or is it both?
I think it could be both. I mean, it's just a preference on the way you eat it. So
I remember-
guess it could be classified as not a sandwich because a hot dog could be just the meat as well.
I remember thinking about this a long time ago, how it annoys me kind of when something inside of something else, or like a subsection of a bigger thing, is called what the bigger thing is called.
Example?
Example. What would be an example? Hot dog?
I mean, I guess you could use hot dog as the example, but I know what you mean. I just can't think of any specific thing.
No, there's been other things.
There have definitely been other things.
There has 100% been other things. God, I wish A-word, C-word would join us. It's hot in here.
I'm so comfortable. My hands are really cold. I don't like that it's getting cold so fast. I was like, I can't wait for fall, and then as soon as it came, I was like, no.
No.
Yeah,
I couldn't wait for it to get cold. I'm waiting for the first snow. When do you think that's gonna be?
When?
Yeah.
Judging by our weather, like a week and a half. I don't know.
Yeah, my birthday is in 12 days, and it's snowed on my birthday many times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My birthday is in, I don't know how long my birthday is. Oh, it's Monday, next Monday. So.
I don't know if that's on my calendar. I put Sana's birthday on my calendar. Happy birthday, Sana. I put Sana's birthday on my calendar.
I texted her and I totally forgot. Well, instead of texting her, I'll say happy birthday through this podcast that probably won't come out for
Yeah,
another
happy
2
birthday,
weeks.
Sana. Can we sing happy birthday for her?
No. Well, happy birthday to everyone who has a birthday between now and when we post the podcast. So.
Happy birthday to everyone.
It's at all of our collective
Happy
birthday.
birthday. Everybody was born today.
It's our collective birthday, everyone. Happy birthday.
Ew. We're like a hive. And like everybody was born on one day. Ew. It's weird.
So college.
College.
No.
Yes, college, no. I agree, no, on college.
I wish that I didn't think that we were gonna run out of topics this fast, but we never prepared.
That wasn't.
Not that.
That was
fast.
pretty good.
Yeah, but
We talked a lot about episode 1.
we did.
We watched episode 1, or we listened to episode. I keep saying watched.
We watched it.
Like we're not
You could-
watching this podcast. We're listening to it.
Yeah, I mean, you could be watching.
Unless
Lola's
you're that
art.
person that stares at the picture the whole time, then I guess you're watching it.
I mean, stare at the picture the entire time. I
Yeah, can
promise
you stare at
something will
can you stare at the
change.
picture for the rest of the time? and
Something will change. Surprise.
I'll edit something in for 1 second, and if you're watching it, then you comment down in the comment section below what it is. I hope I remember to do that.
You probably won't, and it'll just be like staring at the screen. For
They'll be like, where is it? They'll download
they
it.
blink and miss it.
They'll download it and go frame by frame through the whole thing.
That's so extra. There's no reward. We're just like, cool. You're way too intensely looking at this photo, but
Nice.
I honestly I can't get over the art that
I
Lola
know.
did for
We
this.
should have Lola on for episode 3.
I know. I was hoping to get her on for the second one, but
Yeah,
this was a little last minute taping.
She had proof today, so she went home early. I wasn't able to ask her. But Lola, we want you on.
I've gotten so many people. They're like, I love that art. Like I sent out the link to a couple people, and they're like, I love the art. Who did that? And I told them it was Lola.
Yeah. Whoa, my mom just sent me, you know Carson Kressley and Tom Felicia? I don't know if I pronounced that right. They were from this show called Queer Eye.
Oh, what about them?
My aunt and uncle were on their new show that I don't remember what it's called on Bravo.
Oh, that's really cool. I was literally watching Queer Eye this morning. I don't know why
You
I
were?
couldn't remember their names.
No,
like,
I don't think they're on it anymore.
No?
I think they're like, I don't want to say old, but like.
Oh, they could be the one from the original Queer Eye, because there's two. There's
2 Queer Eyes? I mean, there's 2 eyes.
Yeah, there's one that was the original show, and I think the Queer Eye that I'm thinking of is the one that just came out a couple years ago, I think. It's not that old, but it might be less than a year old. I'm not sure, but no, I was like, don't know why I don't remember those names, but like I only know them by their first names, so.
Carson and I don't even remember the other person's name.
I think they're probably from the original one, but that's really cool. What's that other show about, do you know?
Oh, it's like one of those things where they take someone's like house, room, whatever, and then they like redesign it and make it look
So like
hip.
Queer Eye.
Yeah.
They're literally just like Queer
Yeah,
Eye.
except
part three.
instead of a person, it's like a room.
Oh, so they're like flipping their house.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
Yeah, and
I watch a
we
lot of HGTV.
we were
so-
there. My aunt actually returned a lot of the stuff because it
Really?
was so expensive.
Oh, they had to buy it?
They had to pay for, I think, some of it, most of it,
Okay.
all of it. I don't know.
Is that how like the home improvement stuff goes in? Like they'll.
I think it's just like they don't, like the people who come and like flip your house don't pay for the stuff. They're just designers that put
so
stuff in.
you have to pay for.
Yeah, I think that's
Oh.
what it's like.
That kind of stinks though.
Yeah,
to be
but
honest.
there's one good thing that came out of it. The workers bought us Chinese food afterwards.
Oh,
Yay!
heck yeah.
Because I was there when they did the reveal.
Oh, that's really cool. Though.
Yeah, I don't think I'm in the
Oh man.
episode though.
You're just in one frame of the episode.
Just like
Like
one frame I
standing in the
pop up and
back.
I'm waving.
That'll be what we add in.
Just a frame
For
of
1
me
second.
waving.
It's when we say goodbye to her. We're like bye.
Bye. I guess this is a good place to end it.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I think this is probably really long, to be
Yeah.
honest. But
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been a pleasure recording this podcast, and the feedback we get from it is so great, and everybody seems to love it. So if you don't love it, don't tell us.
I will cry.
I will cry right there on the spot. So
No, honestly though, thank you guys so much for listening to our first episode. It was a little rough around the edges because we were just starting off, but I promise it'll get better, and I think this episode has been better.
yeah. So have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you soon.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.